उसमें ड्रिंक वगैरह सर्व करते हो कि नहीं?
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम अखंडानंद संबोधः वंदनात्यस्य जायते गोविंदं तमहं वंदे चिदानंदतनुं गुरुम्. So yesterday we were seeing the different stages of life. In his younger age, when he is in the womb, he suffers a very bad situation. He finds himself in a very bad situation. He is in the midst of his own urine, his mother's urine, his feces and all that. And when he comes out, he has to come out through a small orifice and all that we saw, and he's being hurt by the bones and all that. And even if after coming out, he forgets everything and he has to lie down on his back and he has to be dependent on others. And even during that time, Balagraha, we saw that Balagraha means during the childhood, there are many diseases which are possible, which is not because he is not immune enough. Okay, so he is going to undergo different such situations. And then when he becomes a little elder, a kid, at that point of time, he neither follows the worldly rules nor follows the shastric rules, and because of which he does some stupidity, and because of that stupidity he gets beaten up both by his own people and others because of not following any rules. Now next is now he is in the at the age of the youth, adult. Now at this age of adulthood, he says madodhatim manyatiraskritim cha कामातुरत्तं समयाति लङ्घनं तां तां युवत्या उदित दुष्टचेष्टां विचार्य को वा व्यर्तिं न याति. Mada uddhatim, your ego. Mada is ego. Your ego is at the peak. Whether you know or you don't know, not that you have ego, I'm not even talking about that. Whether you know something or not, whether you know a subject or not, you are not really worried about, but you think yourself to be a very smart person, the smartest in the world. There's such a kind of ego at this period of time. With this ego, this fellow, what he does is manya tiraskritim cha. He does this manya tiraskriti. Tiraskriti means he just disrespects. Disrespects whom? Manyaha, the respectful. Who is respectful? Those people he disrespects. That's a very, I have not done that. No, everyone has undergone this. Everyone has undergone this. You cannot lie to yourself. The thing is, our belief in God, that was questioned when we were at adulthood. Oh, I believe in some superpower, but I don't believe in God. This is a staple logic every idiot will give, even including this own idiot. We all believed in something except God. And now these people, they have these idiots, they have this new age words, universal energy, this universal energy and all the stupidities. I don't understand. Why don't you say simply God? What is your problem? No, your ego will not allow you to. So because of that, but what is respectful? Who is respectful and who is not respectful? Who decides that? Shastra decides it. Very beautiful. First, we call this respectfulness with regards to Vruddha, age. Vruddha is not age, elderly actually. Okay, this elderliness differs according to different levels. First, we respect the elderly with in age. That is the first level of respect. And if the person is of same age or less age, but still if he belongs to a different varna, a higher varna, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, this is the gradation. Okay, now a person who belongs to Shudra respects the other three. A person who belongs to Vaishya respects the Kshatriya and Brahmana. A person belong to Kshatriya respects the Brahmin. Now the person belonging to Brahmin class again will respect who is elder. Okay, then only the elder among them. No, all these people should also respect the next level. Who is that? Ashrama Vruddha. First is a Vayo Vruddha, elderly according to age. Second is a Varna Vruddha, according to your class. Third is a according to your caste. Third is a according to your class. Which ashrama you belong, the lifestyle, which ashrama you belong to. A brahmachari, a grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa. So the lower ones will respect the higher ones. Okay. Now, even there, if a person is a tapovruddha, if he has done a great amount of penance, whether he belongs to a brahmachari or he belongs to a grahastha or what, does not really matter. The others respect him. That is why we see, and tapovruddha, even among tapovruddha, when we see tapovruddha, even among tapovruddha, a person who is jnana vruddha, superior by knowledge, he is respected. This is why you see in Dakshinamurti Sloka, vruddha shishya guru yuvaha. The guru is a young boy, but he is elderly in knowledge, but the disciples, they are elderly in tapas. But they are elderly with respect to age also. Still they respect him. So that is why he says, Manya Tiraskritim. They don't give importance to the respectfulness, etc. We just don't care about it. Because why? Because the next word, Kama Turattam, our head is full of Kama, lust. That is why in the local language there is one usage. Before the Kama enters, Gayatri should enter. That is why we initiate the young boys into the Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra is the initiation which is done while they give the sacred thread, initiating him into the Brahmacharya Ashrama. Okay. Nowadays they do it a day before the marriage. That is not how it is to be done. Before the Kama enters, that is why the Shastra gives a particular age categories. Like for Brahmana, Ashtavarsho Brahmana Upaniyeta Tam Madhyapayeta. At the age of 8, this Brahmin boy should be initiated into sacred thread and taught the Vedas. Then for the Kshatriya, it is 10. Then for the Vaishya, it is 12. So 12 means at that age, only after that age, you start getting these thoughts of lust. Before that, you may have interest over different things, but not lustful thoughts. So he says, Kama Turattam, Kama Aturattam, Kama Ichukatvam. He is not desiring lustful ideas. He is crazy behind. Atura is craziness. He is completely crazy behind the lust. So he says, Samayat, because of that, what happens? Because you are Kama Atura, Samayati Langana takes place. Samayati Langana, it's a beautiful word. The word Samaya here is not time. Samaya means not time. Normally, Samaya is a word used for denoting time. Here it does not refer to time. Samaya means a particular situation. The rules. Samaya means the rules. The rules accepted. See, what are rules actually? What kind of rules are we talking about? The rules accepted in the Shastra as well as the world. This is a normal idea, but the rules which you put for yourself based on the Shastric tradition. That is what is important. Because the worldly rules, they change accordingly. Like, let me put on a simple example. In the Western countries, the father supplies beer bottle to the son. They both, father and son, drink beer bottle. That's not acceptable here. In North India, both father and son eat the tobacco, the tobacco. But in South, no. So the situations according to the place where you stay changes. We are not talking about that. Even the rules of the government, that also is not stable. Like earlier, stealing a bank ATM or copying in an exam was accepted to be a crime. Now it is not a crime. It is a petty crime. Unnatural sex was a crime. It is not no more a crime now. So things like that change in the world. But when you stick to Shastra, there is this kind of situation is not a sin. Right? And Samayatilanganam can be associated with Kamatruttam. Because of the Kamatruttam, because you are crazy for this lustful ideas, lustful things, lustful activities, you don't follow any rule of time. Because Shastra says, Ruto Bharya Upayeta, you have to approach your wife during the time of her fertile period. For what? For the sake of gaining a progeny. Not for the sake of sex, not for the sake of intercourse alone. Now, that is not seen. Now, and Samayatilangalam also, you just don't follow any time limit. Day, night, every period. The auspicious period, inauspicious period, nothing is there. So, Samayatilanganam Kamathuratam, because of being so bound by the luster, you don't follow any rules, any logic. Then, Tam Yuvatya Udita Dushta Cheshtam. Next, he talks about a beautiful thing. Tam Yuvatya Udita Dushta Cheshtam. We saw earlier when we said Purusha. What does Purusha mean? Purusha does not just refer to a male. It refers to also a female. Therefore, we understood Purusha as a person, not male or female. Normally, Purusha is the word referring to male, but we didn't take it like that. We said person. So here, with reference to that, Yuvatya Udita Dushta Cheshtam. Yuvati means a young girl. Okay? Yuva means a young boy. So, Yuvatya, by a young girl, Udita Dushta Cheshta, that Dushta Cheshta, that wrongful act which is born, which is created. Tam Yuvatya, those different respectful ladies, through them, those young girls, whatever bad activities were done. You can see this. Nowadays, it is more pronounced. That does not mean that it was not there earlier. Let me explain. See, this girl will be on the phone with her boyfriend, and suddenly she'll be like, wait, 1 second. My dad is on the other line. Okay. That fellow will be, okay. And she cuts that line and she jumps to the other line. She puts him on hold and she jumps to the other line and says, yes, tell that. Who is that? Who is she talking to? Not her dad. This is another friend, another boyfriend. She is now having two boyfriends many boyfriends at the same time. She is cheating both. This is not respectful with respect only to the boys, the girls. With respect to the boys also. Oh, this is a little too much. Today you have all this phone and all. That is why you see all that. Earlier you used to see people, girl double timing men or boys double timing women. You can see he'll meet one girl in this side of the park and the other girl in that side of the park. We have seen enough of these kind of stories. So that activity, does it not hurt? You are being cheated. You are being double timed. Dushta cheshta. So those bad activities which were performed by those people, the other sex, it is going to hurt you. Thinking about all these things which are very hurtful. What is hurtful in Kamatrutva? I am just interested in sensual pleasures. Yes, but what does the Shastra says? Shastra say if you are going to be into all these different kinds of things which are said in here as defects, because we are talking about Vicharya, inquiring about this, who will not gain dispassion. That's what the question is. Vicharya kova virattim nayati, inquiring into this, who will not gain dispassion. So we are talking about the defects which, when you properly inquire, you gain dispassion. So that kama, if you are not going to follow any rule, law of the land or of the Shastra, then that is a sinful act. If that is a sinful act, then finally you are going to go to hell. And in hell, you are not going to be loved. You are going to be roasted. That we will see later. That does not mean that if you are going to perform a very pious, virtuous act, you are going to gain something good. That is also bad. We are going to see that later. So yuvatya udita dushta cheshtam, these bad activities which are performed by others, other sex and all that. So with inquiring that, who will not gain dispassion? Okay, now we have this, when you disrespect the elders, we have this saying, the budding leaf, the young small leaf which has just come out. So that leaf looks at the old leaf which is about to fall and it laughs at it. Not smiles, it laughs at it. Oh, he is going to be over. Idiot, you are going to be that old leaf later at another point of time. Another budding leaf is going to laugh at you. So remember that. If you remember that, then you will not disrespect others. So he says, Virupatam. Next is in two shlokas, he is presenting the old age. In two slokas, the defects of old age is presenting. Okay, that is not just two slokas. The other sloka also is with respect to that, but in two slokas, the physical and the mental situation of that old age is explained. Okay, Virupatam sarvajanadavajnam sarvatra dainyam nija buddhihainyam vruddhatva sambhavita durdashantam vicharya ko va viratim nayati. Inquiring into this, who will not gain dispassion? Who will not gain dispassion? Inquiring into what? Virupatam. Virupatam. Virupatam means ugliness. Vigata rupatam. Rupa means form. You have lost your form. Bhagavan Bhashyakara says in Bhajagovindam with respect to the youth, Tarunastavat Taruni Saktaha. At the young age, he is always interested in a girl and she is always interested in a boy. Tarunastavat Taruni Saktaha. Okay. And there itself, he is talking about this Virupata. See, Makuru Dhanajana Yavvana Garvam, he says. Makuru, don't become egotistical with respect to thinking about, I have a lot of wealth, I have a lot of power, people power supporting me, and I have a youth. Tarati nimeshat kalas sarvam. Maya destroys it in a second. So now it is not a second, it has taken some time, but now what happens is your skin, which was stout and beautiful with a very bright color and all that, which you are very proud of. I'm not talking racistical idea. I'm talking about the very idea, whether you are black, white, blue, red, what doesn't really matter. But in your group or in other group, doesn't really matter. Whenever you go in front of your mirror, you'll like, whoever it is, it's some boy or girl, does not really matter. They'll just love themselves. Who does not love themselves? Everyone loves themselves. And at that young age, you will love more of yourself. The I, me, mine is a lot there. Now, this fellow, that's why we say the beauty is skin deep. Why? Because once you become old, the stoutness of the skin, it just withers. So what happens? Your skin either shrinks or it expands. Both ways. You can see the skin shrinking and falling down. There is no stoutness there. Just falling down. You have a bag in below your eyes. You have a bag under your chin. You have a bag under your arm. Everywhere you have a bag, extra baggage. You are not just carrying yourself, you are also carrying your own baggage with you. Baggage, in fact, it's in plural. Okay. Now, Virupatam. This is not the Virupatam, just the Virupatam we are talking about. It's not the ugliness in ourselves. Virupatam, Vigata Rupatam. We have lost the forms also. Meaning, who is that? You can see properly. What did you say? You can hear properly. So all your sense organs are failing you also. You understand? Virupatam, Vigata Rupatam, not just with respect to yourself, but with respect to the other things also. You lose your own beauty and you lose the beauty of the other things also, because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. When you don't have the eyes to see the thing, then where can the beauty be? Understand? In both ways, beauty is skin deep and beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Both are lost here. Both the beauties are lost here. So he says Virupatam. That is what is the meaning of Virupatam. Normally, if you say Virupatam, ugliness. Simple. One word, over. But that is not just that. It has an in-depth meaning. You lose your own beauty, you lose the beauty, sense of beauty in other things also. The beauty which you used to enjoy when at the old age, when somebody presents you that thing of beauty which you respected as beauty, say, take it away. I already have so much of problem. You are bringing this. Why? Who wants that now? Because A, you cannot appreciate the beauty. B, you cannot enjoy because your physical body does not allow you to enjoy it as much as you had. 3, you already have enough pain in your other parts. You don't want one more. That is why Vayasigate kah kama vikaraha. Bhagavan Bhashyakara asks this question. When your age, you have lost your age, what kind of ugly, lustful thoughts will change anything? Because that does not mean you will not have lustful thoughts when you are old. You may have lustful thoughts. You will have probably lustful thoughts, but your physical body will not be supporting your desire for sensual pleasures. That's why Virupata, your body shrinks, your sense organs shrink, and your body bends and all that. You become Ashtavakra naturally without the knowledge. There is a great rishi called Ashtavakra. He was the realized par excellence. He is Ashtavakra Gita. It's a beautiful text. So we all become Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra means eight crooks in the body. So we'll all become 8 crooked body, but not the knowledge. Okay. So he says Sarva Janadavajnam. Now he goes to the next stage. Now at the young age, what did he do? He disrespected everyone, all the respectful people. Now, at this old age, this fellow will be disrespected by all the Tom, Dick, and Harrys. Everyone, Sarvajanath, from everyone. Why are you doing this? Go and sit in the corner. That is why Bhagavan Bhashyakara and Bhajagovindam again says, what is that? Yavat vittoparjana saktah tavat nija parivaro raktah. Yavat vitta uparjana saktah, until you are capable of earning the livelihood, the wealth. Till then, tavat nija parivaro raktah. Your family will be attached to you. When you lose that, then varta kopina prichati gehe. No one will ask your well-being. How are you? No. Just people ask me, that's just a rhetorical. They don't want to listen to your answer. How are you? Okay, uncle, goodbye. Okay, grandpa, bye. Over. That's just a question. Don't think it to be serious. Don't take it very seriously. Okay, because he says Sarva Janadavajnam, you will be disrespected by everyone. Why disrespected? Because Sarvatra Dainyam, you are dependent on everything, on everyone. You are dependent for everything on everyone. Can you read me this message? The cell phone. Your eyesight is not supporting you. Can you just read the score in the TV and tell me? What did he say? You have to shout inside his ear. So every sense organ is failing you. Because of the sense organ failing, you are disrespected by the people who have that strength of that sense organ, especially. So now then he says, Nija Buddhi. Okay. I don't care about my strength of the physical body, but I have my mental strength. If you think Nija Buddhi Hainyam, you lost your mental strength also. That is why it is said you have to take to sannyasa, inquiry to spiritual path at the very early age. Because at a later age, your physical body will not support you and your mind will not support you. Because in Bhajagovindam, in the very Bhajagovindam, Bhagavan Bhashakara says very clearly, Vriddhastavat chinta saktaha. At the old age, you are always bombarded by thoughts, different thoughts. Does not need to be thought regarding the self or regarding the Ishvara or anything. You'll be disturbed by everything, whatever is around you. Keeping the table, the glass on this side of the table will disturb you. Keeping it on the other side of the table will disturb you also. Everything, whatever other does, will be a disturbing thing for you. So, Nija Buddhi Hainyam, you will be disturbed for everything because your mind is very weak at that point of time. Nija Buddhi Hainyam. And therefore, Vriddhatva Sambhavita Durta Shantam, these kind of defects which are natural for the old age. See, every old age person has to undergo these kind of things. It is not a new phenomenon for only you. And every old person thinks it is only his problem. Every old man or old woman thinks he is the only who is undergoing these kind of difficulties. It is a common problem with every old person. Even a simple thing, Vriddhatva Sambhavita Durta Shamta, the difficult situation because of the old age, he says, even a simple situation of you not able to clear your stomach, the bowel movement is not proper, that becomes a big, huge headache. Oh, I didn't go to the bathroom from the morning. I didn't go to the bathroom from the morning. That becomes a big problem, psychological. It's not just a physical issue. It becomes if it cannot stay there for eons. It has to come out. But no, I didn't have it in the morning. I didn't properly go for bathroom in the morning. What happens? It will be there again and again and again, coming again and back into the memory. We will not be able to do anything. That's a common thing. So he says, Vriddhatva Sambhav, all these difficulties which are not caused by others, your own old age. So based on this, which are thinking about this, who will not gain virakti? Everyone who has this kind of capability will definitely capability to inquire into this situations. They will definitely gain this virakti. That is what he says. Vriddhastava chinta sakta, etc. That is what he said. So the next sloka, he is going to talk about the different physical ailments because of which the old people will be suffering. Now, this is important. At different stages of life, whichever situation you are in, you are going to undergo some problem or other. You have to remember that. So that is exactly what, because you are only talking about anything. We have positive things also. My kids love me, my grandsons love me, and all that. Yes, that love is not a permanent love. They are not going to stay by you always. They are going to go on, because he is that the grandson is a young boy now. He has his own interest, which we saw in the previous shloka. Kamaturatvam. So he is not going to be there for you always. So all these kind of things, seeing these kind of defects in all these different levels of ages, you have to gain virakti. That is what that is what is important in all these shlokas, not the defect itself. Okay, we'll see this. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.